Hello, I'm Antonio Neves, and this is 3-Minute Ad Age. No other subject has become as much of a hot button in the ad industry as procurement. Marketers' ROI mania and growing use of procurement officers in the purchase of marketing services has pushed down agencies' operating margins. But has it gone too far? Speaking at the ANA annual conference in Phoenix, Ad Age editor Jonah Bloom questions whether the process has lost a sense of balance, whether it's ignoring the crucial need of agencies to invest in the services, technology, and talent required to promote brands in this fragmented age.
We're going to move straight on to a trend I can't ignore, obsession with ROI and the rise of the procurement officer. We've charted it. The ANA has charted it. You've told the ANA in surveys every year that it's your number one concern. Ad Age historically advocated a position of embracing some of the rigor that comes with procurement. But in 2009, we were led to wonder time and time again whether procurement had actually jumped the shark. It seemed that there were an awful lot of agencies being forced to work at fairly abysmal margins that were bound to make the work and the thinking suffer. So I think that you ought to consider this data from the Ad Age Data Center. In the last year, the operating margins of the 100 leading national advertisers have basically been flat, 11.5% versus 11.6% last year. Pretty remarkable achievement. You could give yourself a round of applause for that, I think. And in contrast, the agencies' operating margins have gone down from 12.2% to 10.5%. Sure, that's still not such an abysmal margin, but if that decline continues and it affects agencies' ability to invest in the new services, the technology, the talent that you guys, the advertisers, need, I think we'll all regret this. And Jack Neff at Ad Age, who's here somewhere, he recently took a look at some data about the procurement officers, and what he found was that 9 out of 10 had no experience of marketing before they'd come to their current role. So I'm not saying that procurement doesn't have a role, but I am saying that it's in all of our interests and the interests of American business to fight for investment in the discipline. And in an outsourced, automated, and thus commoditized world, it's often going to be our edge. I think we have to ask whether we're treating it as such or treating it more like buying office supplies.
And that's it for this 3-Minute Ad Age. Thanks for being with us. I'm Antonio Neves at Advertising Age in New York.